Good morning. It is Monday.
Good morning. We're playing Ghost Rider.
Daryl got to watch Ghost Rider this weekend, which he thoroughly enjoyed. An hour ago, it was blowing a gale, chucking it down with rain. I thought it was going to be a wet school run. Literally an hour later, there's barely a cloud in the sky, and the sun's come out. It was like something off the Truman Show, you know? So, let's see what we're doing. I'm running Daryl to school, or walking Daryl to school. Then I've got to go back, grab the dog, my dog, take her to the groomers, and then go home and keep my ears open because Dolly kicks off. Pick Isis up later, and I'm going to pick Daryl up. I think Callie might be coming over.
Callie? Tell Callie.
Not sure.
Is she coming?
So there is fuel panic buying, as in for the car, you know, gasoline and diesel. Yeah, it's bonkers because the media basically said, oh, we don't have enough drivers to bring over fuel, so people are panic buying. I've just been down to the shops to get some fuel, and yeah, I mean, I put 30 quid in, but I've got a nail appointment today. I've got several other appointments, and quite frankly, I'd like to have the car ready to go because I know Alex had trouble getting home from work this morning because he had barely any fuel. He managed to get some, but I don't know if he filled his tank up, and if he's like working for the next week or so, he might run out of fuel, and if he runs out of fuel and can't get any more, he's gonna be like, what do I do about fuel? Diesel's shorter than unleaded. Down the road there's a 8-pump petrol filling station down the road, and they've only got diesel on 2 pumps, and he said, well, I was in that, I'm running low on unleaded as well. So I was like, I'm putting 30 quid's worth in that way. Sorry, I've hiccups. That way I've got enough for a few weeks and I don't have to worry now. Also, I'm going off the mainland in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to have to fill my car up again. But hopefully when I go back again, I won't need... So I'm trying to get screwdrivers. Take those, they should be enough. Hopefully when I go back again, I won't need, you know, as much, because I'll have only used my car a couple of times. So, yeah. Right, Isis at the grooms. Let me do my bun because it feels a bit loose. And it's definitely flax. I've been in the car, look. Oh, I don't feel like I've got a wedding hat on. So, yeah. It's a bit windy. I hope you can hear me. So, Daryl's been invited to go horse riding this weekend. His girlfriend, Mary Jane, goes horse riding with her mum. And Mum messaged me the other day and said about it. She said to me this morning, she was like, is he coming? And I said, well, he seems eager, but Daryl's not great with heights. I'm a bit worried that he's going to freak out. So she said, well, we'll see how it goes. So she's going to take him. She's also offered to have him on the Saturday night for a sleepover. He's never been on a sleepover before. And I'm like, oh, my baby. But then I'm also like, I could go out, you know. So I don't know how I feel about this. I won't go out, I know, and I'll stay at home being all miserable, wondering if they're going to phone me and go, come get him, he's freaked. I know it's good for him. My mum's all like, let him go, it'll be good for him. But he is my baby, you know. So, yeah, I know I should let him. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't want to be that kind of mum. I've never been that kind of mum. You know, I never bothered when my others all went to, friends' houses and that. But I'm like, oh my God, he's not old enough to go and sleep over yet. And where I don't have the kind of family dynamic where he goes and stays at Nanny's house because my mum's elderly, and when she used to babysit, when Daryl was a toddler, she used to come to my house, and that's how it's always been. My kids can never go to my mum's house, simply because when my older kids were young, there were 4 of them, and who has room for like 4 kids? So she always came to mine if I wanted a night out. But I haven't been on a night out without Daryl, and stayed out all night for ages and ages. I mean, I've had nights like when we went to Essex, or Saturday night when we did the show, and I come home and it's late, but not gone all night. That doesn't happen very often. So I'm sort of like, I don't know that I should go, yeah, off you go. But I'm helicopter parenting and it's awful, I hate it. Well, I'm not helicoptering, I'm more like, my baby. Oh, oh no, he'll be fun, he'll be fine. He'll have fun. And I'll get to hear all about horses when he comes home. I bet he'll be obsessed. And the cool thing is, his first sleepover will be with Mary Jane. My first sleepover was with Mary Jane's Auntie Susan, I think. Her and I had been friends since we were like 8 years old. So it's really sweet because Mary Jane's daddy is Susan's youngest brother, and Susan's youngest brother went to school with my son Matthew. Basically, his mum did what I did. She had a big gap between her youngest 2 children, not as big as I did, but quite big. And Scott went to school with Matt, worked in the restaurant next door to Matt's restaurant. They went to Caton College together, all of that lot. So they've been friends most of their lives, really. Not close buds, like they don't hang together, but they've known each other most of their lives. I saw Scott the day he was born. That was the day I found out Matt had a hole in his heart. So, morning. So, yeah, it's really, really cool because we've been family friends for 40 years. 40 years I've been Susan. We grew up in each other's houses, me and Sue. So it's really cool. Yeah, right, I'm going to go grab some food because I hunger, and then I'm going to go home and get Dolly. Good morning, it's Tuesday. My compression gloves arrived. Sorry. My hands ache wearing them, but I've been assured that doesn't last. And it actually felt more normal putting them on this morning than it did not wearing them, sort of thing, which I suppose is a good thing. I'm very tired. Yeah, not new there then. The workmen are late. The driveway was supposed to start this morning. They dropped all their tools and shit off last night. And I got a message about 10 minutes ago, a photograph of a flat tyre. And a message saying, I shit you not, we've got a fucking flat. Excuse the language. And I sent back, I did wonder, don't worry, Ket will be on when you get here. I bet the air is blue. And he was like, yeah, just a tad. Yeah. Had a lovely day yesterday. Callie, Rob and Nathaniel came over. We took Dolly and Isis for a little walk. Isis went to the groomer, so she looks all beautiful now. And then, we took them for a walk. So she was really good, actually, because Dolly, it's the first time I've walked Dolly. And I took Isis' little stroller thing, and I wasn't sure how Dolly was going to react to it. And once she figured it out, she was as good as gold. And Nikki was really pleased because she's, Dolly's never walked with a stroller or pushed her or anything like that. So she's like, how did she get on? I said, well, I stuck on because I've got a static lead. Dolly's got an extendable one. I said, well, I stuck on this static one. I said, at first she did try and walk in front, but once I sort of, no, come back here a couple of times. She got it after that. She was, brilliant. So, yeah. Daryl decided he does not want to go for a sleepover, that he's not ready to do that yet, which is fair enough. He's never been for one, so it's a bit, for him, which is fine. I mean, I didn't influence him in any way. I just said, Mary Jane wants to know if you'd like to go and stay at her house Saturday night and sleep there. And he was like, are you coming? I said, no. And he went, oh. And he looked quite worried by it. And I said, you don't have to. It was just a suggestion. So he was like, no. He said, I don't want to. So I said, okay. That means I'm not going to get a weekend of relaxing and dozing. Because on Saturday, I've got to go and pick Callie up so her and Nathaniel can come spend the day here. Sunday, I've got to get him up early because Lauren, Sanjay's mum, is picking him up at like 8 a.m. And I said, well, he'll be dressed, but I can't guarantee I will be. So she was like, that's fine. And then he'll be gone for a couple of hours. Sorry. And then when he gets back, I'm going to go and meet Callie and Rob at the alpaca farm with him. So I'm not going to get a lot of rest. I may doze today. I need to finish watching Extreme Rules because I dozed off while watching it last night. And I stopped it after the women's match. I don't know who won the women's match because I dozed off. I think Becky won it. But I'm going to go back and watch the women's match. From the women's match always. Yeah, because I stopped it, said to Cardo, I need to go to bed. So he was like, yeah, alright, it's about 11 o'clock, but I'm so fucking tired. I've got my appointment for my CPAP on Thursday. I really hope it does something because I'm knackered. I'm knackered. I slept like a log all night long, didn't move until the alarm went off this morning, and I'm still knackered. I could seriously go back to bed and sleep all day. I don't want the CPAP. I don't want to have to wire up to a machine at night. I really don't. But I don't have any choice now. It's got to the point where I'm so tired all the time. I can't focus. I'm knackered. Absolutely knackered. I hate it. I hate being this tired. So, they were supposed to start my driveway today. The driveway that was supposed to be done in the summer, like nearly 3 months ago. It's been delayed for various reasons, excuses maybe. They said that due to a lot of the bad weather we had, they got delayed at the beginning of the summer, so all the jobs got pushed back, which, is fair enough. I'm still yawning. It just got to the point where I was sort of starting to get a bit pissed off about it, and I was getting ready to message him. And he messaged me last week and he said, we'll be with you Tuesday or Wednesday. So I was like, oh, right, cool. And he was like, yeah, right, about time, huh? And, so I'm being nosy. And, the skip turned up yesterday. I don't know if you call it a skip in the US. Builders bring it round to dump all their rubbish in when they've, rubble and all that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm really sorry. I can't help it. Yes, that arrived yesterday and has actually been put on Nikki's parking spot. I had to phone her up and I was like, I'm really, really sorry to disturb you at work, but can I please put a skip on your parking spot? Because they're going to be pulling up all of my drive. And initially they said they were going to put it on my garden, like take out the fence panels and put it on the garden. But the skip guy was like, that's not going to go through the fence posts. And then they were like, that's fine, just knock the fence post down, we'll make it good. And I was like, hey, what? And he was like, no, because we'll fix it and we'll repair it. And then the guy was like, I can't lift the fence panels out, I've got fucked shoulders, So for God's sake. And I was like, do you know what, I'll go phone my neighbour. So I phoned, I phoned her up. I feel like I can sneeze. Yeah, I phoned her up, said, look, I'm sorry to disturb you at work, but can I please double skip on your parking spot for a few days? Thankfully, she said yes. So that's what we've done. They were supposed to be here at 8 o'clock this morning. It's 12:15. Yeah, so it got to about 10 o'clock. And I got a message via Facebook along with a photograph. And the message said, and I quote, "I shit you not, we have a fucking flat." And then he was like, "I apologise for swearing." And I was like, "I wondered where you were. I bet the air is a bit blue." And he was like, "Yeah, just a tad." He's like, "I'm really sorry." He said, "I'll let you know what's going on." So I said, "No worries, don't worry about it. You know, whatever, I'll get a kettle when you get here." And he's messaged me back and he's like, "We're not going to get this done till 2 o'clock. I guess they don't know how to change the tyre on their van and they've got to get somebody out to do it. Whatever. So yeah, he was like, "We're not going to get this done till 2 o'clock. So we'll take a day and we'll be out in the morning." There's no point them coming out when they're only going to work for a couple of hours because I guess they finish about 4 o'clock. So I was like, okay, whatever. As long as I'm not being fucking charged for it, I don't care. You know, it's his issue that he got a flat, not mine. So yeah. I've just been ogling vlog cameras on YouTube. So if anybody's rich and has lots and lots of money, and if you do it like, you know, because this won't go up until like well after, but you know, in the next 2 days, you get a free handheld remote thing for it. It's a Sony ZV-1 or something that I've been looking at. It's fucking 700 quid though. And they don't do a payment plan. Gutted. If they did a payment plan, I'd think about it, you know, even though it'd be £150 a month. But you've got to be careful because they're rip-off merchants actually on Amazon, because they were like, "Oh yeah, if you get the camera and the handheld doohickey, it'll cost you X amount." And I was like, "Oh right." And then I scrolled down and it said, in the, you know, this and this item, it said that the handheld doohickey was like £160. And I was like, "Oh yeah, whatever." And then I scrolled down and it went, "Oh, people often buy this and this together." And the handheld doohickey was £144. And then I scrolled down a little bit more and it said, "If you buy this camera between the 1st and the 30th of September, you get the handheld doohickey for free." Yeah. So I was like, that's jammy, but I don't have £700 that I can outlay onto a camera, basically, because I'm saving my money. I've got £100 put by. I didn't go and pay the deposit. Oh my God, I've just remembered on my tattoo. Shit, I'll have to message him. I was supposed to go and pay the deposit on my tattoo yesterday. I've got £100 put by for my tattoo. And that's going to be about £150. I was supposed to give him 50 quid yesterday. I knew there was something I hadn't done. It's because I didn't write it down. What else? I got a eye appointment. That's also in January. And if I need new glasses, that's going to be like a few hundred. Because although we get eye tests free, we don't get like everything paid for. And I need to have reactions because I'm photosensitive, and I also need varifocals, so that drives the price up. They will help you with the cost for like basic glasses. Like I could have got the frames and single lenses for like nothing on my last appointment, but then they were like, "No, you need varifocals or 2 different pairs of glasses." And I was like, "I ain't fucking around 2 pairs of glasses." So yeah, I think these are about 380 quid. That was only 2.5 years ago. I'm so fucking tired. I'm so fed up with being fucking tired. It's got me to the point now where I'm starting to feel quite emotional about it. You know, and yet I fell asleep in the chair. I went to bed at 11 o'clock and slept for 8 hours. Why am I so fucking tired? I literally cannot stop yawning. It's not even funny. It's not even funny anymore. Sometimes it is, and people go, ha ha, look at you, you're... And I'm like, yeah, I know. But it's got to the point now where I couldn't even hold a conversation at the moment. That's not good. My hands hurt. I feel really grumpy now. I'm going. So I've just been in TK Maxx to try and get some boots. I don't have any, so that's a bit annoying. I did buy makeup though. I've blown back her entirely, but I do like this palette. Lots of neutral colours. You know what I really hate when I see someone in a disabled spot and they're waiting for somebody, taking up a fucking spot that somebody else could use. You know? Like that prick in the Volkswagen. So unnecessary. So I've had my nails done. Yay, new nails. I got a L'Oreal lipstick. It's got a boosting balm and a colour. It's supposed to be a 24-hour stay lipstick. And sorry, I'm having to wiggle into my car because there's not a lot of space. Somebody in a fucking great van just come around. Ow! So yeah, I got this lipstick, which I thought was quite a nice colour, and this beautiful palette, Nude Bliss by Profusion Cosmetics, 21 shades palette, and there's even a brush in it. How cool is that? That was like $6.99, and a folding travel mirror because I don't have one. I'm on my way to get Daryl. Work on the driveway has commenced, and they've done quite a bit. This is the lipstick I bought today. It's only a little bit darker than my natural lips, so it's not quite brown enough. I'm on the hunt for a brown shadow shade that's darker than regular lipstick. It was on a fucking day. I used to use one by Maybelline that was a 14-hour stay, but I ran out and they don't do it anymore, so this one's on there. Let's see, right, yeah, I've got a manhole cover, drain cover in my driveway, access to the sewage from my house to the mains, and the actual cover part we had to have replaced about 5-6 years ago. And I remember at the time that they said the frame for the hole was degrading and that I would probably need to get it fixed and repaired. So the guys have just got to it and gone, whoa shit, we can't leave that like this because it's rusting and it's falling to pieces. So they've gone on a hunt for some bricks to see if they can build the hole up so that we can put a new cover and that in. So yeah. Right then. Let's see what else. Nails done. So it's much better because I had like 4 broken nails when I went in. And she just said, well, that's not like you. I said, well, I think we made them a little long. I just can't cope with the stupendously long nails now. Especially not my hands acting up the way they are. So we brought the length down a bit. They're still long, just not as long as I want them to be. If I get Daryl, we're going to get my mum and take her for a flu jab. So yeah, that's fun.
So I decided that we was going to do a vlog, and Mum was doing stuff for Nan, and right now we just took some pictures. Me, Mum, Cat, your lipstick. and me and Kyle we're just watching Ultimate Spider-Man, and it's called the film's called Ultimate Spider-Man.
And what's the episode called?
Game Over.
Game Over.
There was a training bot that transformed into shit.
And what did you do outside?
I went out and shoveled some stuff.
Just a thought, really. Did you put your recycling bin outside?
I put it out on the road. I haven't brought it back yet.
Oh, okay. But why is it a grass bin?
Because I've got a grass bin and a regular bin.
I don't see the regular bin. I can't see the number unless
It's on the front.
Oh, right, okay. I'll try and bring those.
Yeah,
both
okay,
in.
thank you. Right, so yeah, the driveway is underway. There's holes all over the place. I've had to have my...
And I'm going to do some
I've had to have my drain rebuilt and my fence panels taken out left, right and centre. And yeah, it's just stuff
And I'm scared of sleeping
over my garden. So Daryl's been asked if he wants to stay at MJ's on Saturday, and he's a bit nervous about it, aren't you? Why are you nervous? Do you want to talk about it on the vlog?
It's just without my mama, I'm scared.
Why are you scared? You'll be with MJ.
I like you.
Well, you like MJ as well. Big lip. My hands ache a lot after my nail appointment today.
She has gloves.
Yeah, I have my magic gloves on. But you know how, like, when you're having your hand done, you can't help but sort of flex like that. And my hands both ache a lot now. Fed up because I can't knit anything. I managed to do a little bit of maintenance on my hair last night, but not a lot.
I want to knit Pikachu.
I know, I want to finish knitting it and finish my new headband, and there's so many things I want to knit.
The first thing you finish up is Pika. Because surely.
Mum's had her flu jab. I couldn't get mine because apparently they're only doing over 65s because the ingredients in the jab are different. And I'm like, what are you giving my mother? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, could you put that down, please? Because if you play with it, I won't know what row I'm on, and then I won't ever get Pikachu finished. So put it down.
And I know what number is.
Put it down.
You're
No,
so boring.
I'm so boring. Yeah, so I'm a bit like, well, you know, why is the over 65 one different than the under 65 one? But yeah, so I couldn't get mine done, so now I've got to wait. I've got my appointment at the hospital tomorrow.
And I have some work to do tomorrow too.
To get my CPAP.
Because I think
Which I'm kind of like, yay, at last. And then I'm kind of like, I don't know that I want it, because I don't, it's the unknown, isn't it? It's the whole, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know if it's going to be loud, if it's going to be quiet, if it's going to disturb Daryl, if it's going to disturb me. You know. I'm not allowed to kiss him if he thinks I'm wearing lipstick. Yeah, so it's the whole, I don't know. I really don't know. The cat's pissed off because there are workmen about all over our garden. I don't know why that's what's sticking out. Yeah, she's really pissed off. She doesn't like the disruption. So she's been in here hiding all day, which is most unlike her.
And Dolly's been fighting.
Dolly's been here. Dolly hasn't been fighting. She's been fine.
Dolly's been trying to get this out of my hands, but I was pulling it back.
You're playing tug with Dolly. Dolly was good as gold today.
Pull.
And she went out and sort of tarted all over the workmen. Really enjoyed herself. But no, she was good as gold. So yeah, it's been a long day. It's going to be another long day tomorrow. I went to TK Maxx to try and get some new boots. My son's partner has these lovely boots my son's partner has these lovely boots that they got in TK Maxx, and I went in there to have a look, and they didn't have any, which I was a bit gutted about. They're gorgeous. They look like DMs, but with a sole that thick, and I was like, those are fucking great, and inside leg zipped. So Hello.
Hello.
So yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see, because my shoes are about half a size too small for me, and my toes hurt pretty much all the time now. So yeah. So you're gonna go and put that back, please, because it is a doggy toy. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're just waiting for a takeaway because I haven't bought dinner for ages and we've been living off crap, so need to change that. Oh, it's a bum. Bum 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 bum.
Maybe I should ask.
No, because I'll have to mute it out anyway because I'll get copyright strike.
Okay.
So Daryl loves the song though, don't you, Daryl?
I just keep saying it like this. So I say,
I've got dirt inside my shoes. I haven't done any digging or anything.
Oh no, don't start it.
Could you go? Don't do that. Could you go put my shoes in the cupboard for me? Thank you, love you. So yeah, that's pretty
Don't
much.
stop playing.
No, that's pretty much up to date now. I can't be bothered to take it outside and show you what work's been done so far because I've just taken my shoes off. So I'll show you tomorrow. Ooh.
And tomorrow I'm going to be doing.
And tomorrow they've said Daryl can go and help them a little bit, but he has to get changed from school first.
Do you want to take this?
So yeah, there we go. Right, I'll see you later. I'm late for my appointment. So traffic was diabolical. There's been all these fucking roadworks, right? That were supposedly to help improve the traffic, of course it hasn't. And then I get here and the place I was going to park is closed. You know, the area where I parked to get access right to the clinic. So I've got to walk way out of my way to access the hospital. So I'm late. I'm now 2 minutes late. Hopefully they won't turn me away. Should have popped up here to space. Ow. And he's going, fuck off, fuck off. So yeah. Oh, nightmare. What an afternoon. So the builders called me out at one point and asked if I'd ever had any trouble with the drains. No. They were like, because it's blocked. My sewage drains. Oh, shit. So one of them, bless, sticks on a pair of dishwashing gloves, marigolds, climbs down in the hole and basically scooped. Yeah. They said it was so blocked they're surprised that the drains haven't been backed up. That would have cost me 300 quid if I'd called out a drain specialist. Bless them. So the drains have been rebuilt. But basically it was falling to pieces anyway. So it's all been rebuilt up, ready, so they can concrete round it to put the driveway down. So, he said by the end of next week I'll be able to park on it. Yay! That's what I'm looking forward to. Being able to park on it. Having nice parking. So, so my CPAP machine is at home. I'm plugged in and ready. I have to sit and show it all to Daryl tonight so that he doesn't panic when he wakes up and sees me with this fucking thing all over my face. I got the full mask. The issue wasn't so much like how I breathe, but all of my hair. I walked in and she was like, oh my god, how are we going to fit it with all that hair? Good morning. It's Friday. Well, I had my first night with my CPAP last night. Yeah, I had to do some fancy braiding to get the mask on because it all needs to be like quite flat against your head. So I ended up doing a braid off the top of my head and then one from behind each ear. so that it would fit and be smooth. I didn't know whether I did it right, but the report said 100% this morning, so I guess that means I did it right. I don't know. Still feel tired, but like they said, it's going to take a little while before I start to feel the benefit of it. She said I've got moderate sleep apnea. My score should be less than 5, and it was something like 23. That's written down in the paperwork. So yeah, apparently I'm having something like, is it 20? I guess that's how many events an hour I have. But yeah, I was recording like every couple of minutes basically. My breathing was dropping, so yeah, I went for a full face mask. We tried just a nasal one, but of course with the piercing it was a bit uncomfortable. Not only that, but it made my nose bloody cold because it's cold air, you know. And then after that we tried just the nose mask, and that was all right. I didn't mind that. But then I said to her, I said, well, I breathe through my mouth when I sleep. And she said, well, is it because you have apnea, or, you know? I said, well, I don't think so, because I've always breathed through my mouth. And she was like, oh, right. So I said, you know, I think I'll just be better with the full face mask. So we put that on. She was like, I don't know how we could get this on with all that hair. And yeah, well, I was like, well, we'll just put it through all the various different holes. And we kind of got it in place. But then, like, when I was on my way home, I was thinking, if I braid my hair, then I can get it up and out of the way of the mask. It's busy this morning. And still then managed to get it in the hat. So that's what I managed to do. Only added about another 5 minutes onto my nighttime routine, which is good. But now that I know where to place the braids, it's something I can do before I go upstairs, which is cool. So yeah, my throat feels a little dry. I guess that's because they've been blasting air at it all night long. The machine is silent. Don't hear a thing. I was expecting noise and, you know, it to be disturbing. It wasn't. It didn't make a noise at all, which was great. The only time it makes noise is if the mask moves away from my face, you know, and that's good because it wakes me up and I know to adjust it then. So yeah, successful. I didn't sleep, you know, I didn't go to bed and sleep all night. I would say I actually had a worse night's sleep because I was conscious of the mask and the tube and everything. But I think I had it all in place. So, you know, got a bit of a headache again. I think that's from just not sleeping very well. Dolly's barking already. So today I've got to go down and pay my mum's bills. The builders aren't here yet because it was absolutely bucketing down when I got up this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna go around and get Dolly. Might put a face on. Try and convince myself I'm more awake than I actually am. Yeah, I don't know. Getting there, slowly but surely. I thought you might like to see my CPAP machine. Because, you know, if you've never seen one before, then you won't know what it looks like. That's it. It's this. It has a screen that comes on. So you can choose options. You can view your sleep report. So I used mine for 8 hours. My mask seal was good. So that's cool. That's just other stuff you can do. There's your on off button. It has this great long hose here. So it's a long hose, and then it fits to a full face mask, which is here, and then I've got straps to basically strap this to my face. I had to disassemble the whole thing to get it off this morning, but it's quiet. I was honestly, because people were like, it's going to piss you off. And I was like, it's going to disturb me, it's going to disturb Daryl, I'm going to hate it, it's going to keep me awake. But no, it doesn't. Provided the mask has a good seal to your face, it doesn't make any noise. If it comes, if there's a slight break in contact, you do hear the air. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty good. So yeah. I still haven't been down to pay my deposit to my tattoos. I remembered the other day, and then I messaged him and I went, "Oh shit!" And he was like, "Don't worry, that's fine. Bring it down as and when." And then I forgot about it all over again. And I'm currently editing last week's video, and I've just remembered again. Right, off at the school to get Daryl. I've left Dolly in mine because Nikki was late getting back. And she's actually just this second got back. But I've left Dolly in mine. Dolly thinks I'm in the garden talking to the builders. I said to Nikki, it'd be interesting to see how long she stays quiet for. I think I'm not understanding the garden. So Nikki's going to try and sneak back in hers and see if Dolly hears her, Be interesting to see. But I said, if not, go and get her, so yeah. The building work's kind of come to a standstill. The skip people haven't been to pick up full skip. Some arseholes dumped a chair in it. So I was like, lovely. Yeah. Why do people do that? Yeah, I've got to pay for that. Winds me right up. So yeah, somebody's dumped a chair, probably a couple of other little bits and bobs in it. I thought being down a private road that might not happen, but I guess it does. So yeah, that's being collected at some point this afternoon. They're waiting for some more stuff because they didn't order enough. But because they quoted me and said, yeah, we'll have enough, they're going to pay for it. Well, they better do, because, the cost is going up and up and up. We paid for the initial skip hire and the first ton, and they've added about 4 ton more. So I'm just like, that's a fucking lunch, do you know? And for every ton extra that goes in the skip, it's another £200. And on top of that, they've also filled up some massive ton bags as well. Those are £125. Mum's not impressed this morning when I said. She was like, how much extra am I going to pay? I thought it was £750. She was like, you're fucking kidding me. So well, they did tell you that, Mum. She said, yeah, so I didn't expect it to be another 4 or 5 fucking ton. No, me neither. There you go. Right. I'll get my boy. It's the weekend. Yeah. I've got laundry that needs to go up on the line as well. Don't know when I'm going to get that done. Good afternoon. We're waiting to go to NJ's house because Daryl's supposed to be going out horse riding with NJ in the morning, NJ's Daryl's girlfriend. But look at the weather. So, Lauren, NJ's mum, has just said she's waiting to hear from the owner, because I said, if it's still like this tomorrow, are you going? Thinking maybe there's an indoor school, and she said, no, probably not. She's I'm just waiting to hear. Sorry, I'm stepping. So, yeah, but I don't know whether she's going to say, even if the school doesn't go ahead, that Daryl can stay, because he seems to be getting more and more eager to do so. What do you think of the red? Is it me? This is, it's by Huda, it's this one, and it is Famous. I have it over my oh, the lid just come off, hang on. I have it over the Maybelline Colour Sensational 338 in Midnight Plum. The lid now won't stay on, because it's dumb. I have just ordered a whole load of makeup though. I've ordered a under eye brightener thing. I've ordered a brown lip liner, hopefully brown lipstick, like what I wear, the matte ink type lipsticks. And what else did I order? I can't remember. I bought a new palette. I can't remember whether I showed you, so I'm going to show you again. I totally blame Becca for this. Becca, this is all your fault. So I bought this the other day. I sent Becca a photo, so she already knows I've got it. So hang on just a tick and I will show you. So this is Nude Bliss by Profusion Cosmetics. Never heard of it. I got it in TK Maxx. I paid $6.99 for this palette. Look at these fucking colours, you guys. So you've got Canvas, which would be great as a base, and Quartz, which will also be great as a base. I'm just going to sit down. And then we've got Awake, which is what I would use as my mid-range colour. Upscale, that's Preppy. Captivate, Medieval, Heavenly, Doll, Glorious, Bridesmaid, Studio, Ethereal, Wifey, Outgoing, Camel, Siesta, Mystique, I bet that's going to come out a really dark purple, Cozy, Outlaw, Tawny, and unlike most other palettes, it came with a gorgeous blending brush. Now I've got one of these and I've got mine in Poundland. You know, so I'm really, really pleased that I've now got another one, which is awesome. These colours are amazing. Do you know what? I can see me using this palette more than that Sorceress palette I bought, because that Sorceress palette, I used the pinks and the purples last Saturday when I went out, and I think that would be my going out palette. I did have a go with the greens and I didn't like it because they were really bright and I didn't like the way that they looked. Sorry, I like that to stand up, not lie down on my head. I'll have to redo it. But I can see me using like all of these, you know, because I use a glitter on my lid daily. You know, I don't know if you can see that. I use like a rose goldy type glitter. And then I use a glitter one up here to highlight. And then I use a silver there to give it a, you know. So I can see me using that entire palette. Oh, glasses. The lid shuts with a magnetic clunk, so it won't open. And it's a great palette. $6.99. I was like, oh. And there's a couple of other ones as well, and I'm tempted to go back and get them, but I don't know whether I'd use those colours. So yeah. God, it's blowing a fucking gale. It's literally blowing a gale. I'm going to show you. Not yet. Not yet, buddy. Not yet. I'm going to show you so you can hear it. I'm going to stand out by my front door. Alright, look at the tree over there. You see how much that is moving? It is pissing with rain. There's somebody's bin in the middle of the fucking road because she doesn't get it in because she's a lazy cow. It is pouring with rain. Oh, some guy has just had to stop his car to go out to rescue a bin because some twat didn't get the bin in or it escaped out the front garden. Oh yeah, no, my neighbour's one is still out there. And if you can see it, it's just like it's there somewhere. She's down there. Bins go Wednesday, our rubbish is collected. You see how much it's fucking, look at it. And it's now Saturday and she still hasn't retrieved her bin off the curb. Oh, I think it's just blown over actually. Oh no, there goes the food bin. It's the same guy. Food bin and the black bin's all escaping. I'd like to take you out and show you the driveway, but it's wet. It's very wet. I wonder if I can show you anything from here. Hang on. I'm not going out there. It's freezing and it's all flooding anyway.
And today I'm going to Sandra.
Are you going to MJ's?
Yeah.
Are you going to take sleep stuff?
Mm-hmm.
In case you want to sleep? You know your purple bag then?
I just want to go now.
It's not time yet because her mum's at work. So what I want you to do is go find your purple bag. Say hi, YouTube. Go find your purple bag and put in a pair of pyjamas a clean pair of socks, and a toothbrush. Toothless and Maddie, because you'll want to take those. So yeah, we're going to get wet because my car is not out the back. My car is down the fucking road. We're going to get soaked. Just take him to Sundown. He might well change his mind and want to come home. Something else I also started doing. I just dropped it. Hang on. This is a stamping block. See the little lines on it? And what this is for is you stick... hang on. Yeah? No, you don't. You won't need that tonight. That'll be fine. Don't worry. Just toothbrush, and I'm sure MJ's got toothpaste. You stick cling stamps to this, and you stamp with it. Yeah, crafting stamps. Yeah. I used this as like a palette today because I've got my compression gloves on, and I don't want to have to keep taking them off to do things like clean my brushes on the back of my hand, or to put foundation on the back of my hand. So I used this today. It worked really, really well. You know, and I did tiny, tiny little squirts so that I didn't use too much foundation and waste any like I usually end up doing. This worked amazingly, and I just cleaned it off with a baby wipe afterwards. Awesome idea. Also, this is now going into my makeup drawer as a staple. Put my palette away. I tidied my drawer the other day. Would you like to see? Would you like to see? Hang on. Here it is, all neat and tidy. So there's that new palette that I've just bought. That is my blusher. That's literally all I use that for. That is blusher. I use those two for blusher. I know that's a contouring one, but I mix them and add them together. And then that's my highlighter. I want a highlighting palette, you know, with all colours. This is my current eyeshadow palette, which, while I know it's got loads left, I don't, you know, that's fine. This was a mirror that I got. Claire's got one of these, and I've always wanted one. And I found this in TK Maxx the other day. So it like stands up. So you can stand it up like that, or you can hang it from a hook, and it's got little side mirrors and that, which I thought was brilliant. See, I don't know why I bought that extra palette, because I've got all these little itty bitty ones that I've picked up in oh, that's a brow palette that I picked up in my Birchbox things. This is everything else. This is basically everything that stands up or could stand up has gone in here. So I've got lip liners, I've got mascara, I've got my foundation, I've got my setting sprays, all my different lipsticks. That's my colour corrector. That is an exfoliating cleaning thing. I've got little mask things and all. And because they're all in here and tidy, I can find them. That's my setting spray. And that goes there next to my cotton wool. That's my ear weights down there.
I have the Tiger toothbrush.
I've also, hang on a sec, I've also got this, which is an eyeshadow cream, and it's like a beautiful copper. Yeah, can you not mess up my thing? It's a beautiful copper, and I need to try it. What was this thing? I can't remember.
And we have these.
Yeah, can you put them back? I can't open this with one hand. Hang on, I'm gonna have to put you down. I'm gonna figure out what this is. This also came in a Birchbox, I think. God, I can't open it. My thumbs won't let me. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's another, like, eyeshadowy type. Pretty, almost rose gold. So they can just go away until I need them, really. There's my setting powder there. I've got 2 loads of that because I've nearly finished that one. I like this one because it's an invisible one, you know. So I use that all the time. Basically, the way I do my makeup now is I do... I prep my face by spraying it with one of these thingies. Then I put on my colour corrector, my foundation, my eyeshadow, my blusher, and then I use setting powder. Then I move on to the things that are liquid or gooey. So my brow mascara, my regular mascara, and my lipstick and lip liner and all that lot. And then I use a set and spray over the whole thing. So it gets set twice, but the powder kind of gets set like in the middle of it. And then I clean all, you know, clean all the jewelry off, and it's perfect. But this today was great because it meant I didn't have to take my gloves off. I am after, now I know that Savers sell them, but I don't have a Savers here. So what I am after is something very similar to that cleaning pad thing that Becca got me, but a dry one. I know Miss L's used one because I saw her use one the other week. And I've been looking on Amazon and, oh shit, I've closed it, hang on. And I have found one that I could use as like a travel kit, but I don't travel that often, so I'm sort of like, where is it? And this is a 2-pack, but it's only $6.29, so I kind of like thinking I might get it. So what this does, right, this is it. Isn't that cute? And what you do is when you have powdered, yeah, you use your brush and you clean it off on this black bit. Then you test it on the ears. And if you don't get any powder off, then you know that your brush is clean and ready to go. But it goes on as well. Can I actually like increase this? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is just to show you like how big it is. But the top, the lid, is washable for washing. Yeah. So you take the spongy bit out, which you can then rinse. It's got coal and that in it. It will quickly remove residual foundation or eyeshadow stuff, and you just rinse it, and it's fine. And then you can also use the bottom of the box or the lid of the box, like down here at the bottom, as your cleaning thing. So there you go. That's how to dry clean it. So you rub it on the black sponge. Check it on the white sponge, and then you know, you can take the black sponge out, and then what you can do is use the inside of the tub as for rinsing, like you can see at the top there. So the bottom of the tub is for cleaning off your brushes, and then the inside or the lid of the tub or whatever, and then the inside you can use for actually rinsing off your brushes. So I've seen that one, and then I've also seen others where they actually come with soap in the pad as well. Now I always use dish soap, so I'm kind of like, okay, I could use dish soap, you know. So I'm not really sure. Where's the things that I've been looking at? Recently repurchased. Where's the recently viewed? No, that's on the home page, isn't it? Hang on. There was another one where it had like, there you go. This one is so cool. Did that one have soap in it, or was it another one? Yeah, no, this was just the black one. I liked this because it had stars. So there's that one, and then there was some where they would have, yeah, this one's sort of this is a whole kit. So you get like two tubs, one's for clean and one's for wetting. But then some of these, like, you can use the lid or something as like a stand. This is related to, this is not stuff I've currently looked at. I can't fucking find them now. There was one where you could use the lid as like a stand, and I mean, they were quite clever, but I'm like, well, I don't, you know, I could use a stand. A stand might come in useful. Oh, here we go, your browsing history. So I bought some thingy. I've looked at highlighter. Was it that one? Or was that just an extra piece? My dog's having a mad 5 minutes. That might just be an extra piece. But there was some where the lid was like a stand so that your brushes could dry, you know, afterwards, after you've washed them, which would be great because I don't really have anywhere to stand them. But then I also heard somewhere that you shouldn't stand them up like this when they're wet because it could make all the end of the brush rust. So now I'm like, oh, I don't fucking know, do you know? I just want a little pad that will clean my brushes. Little 2-box kit is $6.29. Now I'm sure Miss Al said she sells them in thingy for like £1, but like I said, I don't have savers, so yeah, which was a bit annoying really, but there you go. So my doggie's doing itchy face on the floor. Are you doing itchy face on the floor? Are you? Say hi, Autob. Say hi, Autob. Nutter. What are we doing? What are we doing? Bless you. Oh, what? What? Yes. Okay then. Stupid old fart. Yeah. So there we go. I don't know. It's all crap in it. See, now I'm looking at makeup brushes and I'm like, oh, look at them big ones, and all that. Facial cleansing brush. What's the matter with just using a dollop of goo in your hands? Why do we need... Don't tell me I need a facial cleansing brush, because I will go and buy one. Because I'm weak, you see. So, yeah. Right, I better go, because I need to get this dog something to eat before we go and sort this out. Because you see, look, it's flattening again in just a couple of minutes. I want it to sit upwards like that. And sometimes I get it and it's perfect and it sits there. And then other times it just collapses so that it ends up being like that. And I don't want it like that. So I'm going to have to fiddle with it and redo it. Oh my God, you guys. Daryl's elected to stay at the sleepover. Really didn't think he would. But he said, yeah, he said, I'm going to try it. Sorry, I'm getting in my car. It's blowing a fucking gale. So, yeah, he's staying there. He's never done a sleepover before, so I'm now freaking out because it's like, oh my God. Oh God. Well, we'll have to see how it goes, won't we? I'm going to go home and find something to watch, I guess, for the evening. It feels really weird. It's not even 6 o'clock, or it's just 6 o'clock, I think. 6:10. And I don't have Daryl. I may be on here later going, oh, you're Daryl. He's got Mandy the monkey, that's his favourite toy. Toothless, little Sparkly, which is a little black dragon that I bought him. A couple of other little figs. As well, he filled his bag right up, and at the bottom he's like flattened down his pyjamas and his toothbrush. So yeah, oh my God, sleepover. How is he at the age where he's doing sleepovers? He's already broken MJ's bed as well. She's got one of those high sleepers and he jumped on it, broke the fucking corner. How embarrassing. My kid is on his first ever sleepover. I'm at home. I don't know what to do with myself. It's empty and too quiet for 6:40 p.m. It's a very, very strange feeling. Really, really weird. Very weird. Daryl didn't make the whole night at the sleepover. I got a phone call about 9:45 and it said, oh, he just wants to talk to you. So I talked to him and he was like, I miss you. And I was like, I miss you too. I was like, you having fun? He said, yeah. And he was all, you know, but I thought this is like, he's not going to make it. And he went off and he was going to go back to bed. But I think she had like 3 other kids there as well. One was my mate Susan's kids. That's MJ's auntie that I went to school with. So one was one of her kids and she was alright. And then she had 2 like cousins or something there as well. And they were a bit hyped up apparently. So it got to about like 11:15 and I got another call. It's like, yeah, I think you need to come get him. So I went and picked him up. It was alright, he was just like really tired. And he said, you know, I just missed you and I wanted to come home. So I was like, that's alright. So, yeah, 11 o'clock he finally got into bed. I think he conquered about 11:15. I went up a little bit later and he was out cold. But it meant I had to get up at 7 o'clock to get him there for horse riding because she was leaving at 8:15. Fucking out of the house before 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Not impressed. I'm so tired. I know I'm not going to make it through the day. I'm going to fall asleep at some point. But there we go. It's just one of them things, isn't it? It's cold. You know, it's the weather's changed. I haven't even opened all my curtains. Look, the weather's changed. It's chilly in the mornings now. Oh, there we go. Hi, puppy face. She's like, what the fuck are we doing up at this time in the morning? Oh, dear. So, I think I'm gonna grab a cup of tea. Possibly sit and watch a bit more Gotham. I've got like one season to go. I was going to watch S.H.I.E.L.D., but then I got caught up in Gotham the other day. So I'm finishing that off. I'm just starting last season. Which is still hot. Yeah. So, yeah. It was like, I could have sat up all night and watched it. And then when season 4 started, I was like, no, you need to go to bed because you're going to have to get up early. So, yeah. Oh, dear me. It's going to be a long day. Really long day. Daryl had a headache in the night as well. I think I'm being overtired. So, yeah. I honestly thought he was going to back out horse riding this morning. Because he didn't sleep well. I know I woke up at 2 and thought, God, I've been asleep for hours, and I hadn't. And then he woke me up about an hour after that. Said he had a bad head. Exhausted. So I've now got about 3 hours until he comes home. And then we're supposed to be going to the alpaca farm this afternoon, but I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Alexa, is it going to rain this afternoon?
This afternoon, you can expect showers and mostly cloudy skies, with temperatures around 16 degrees.
Not nice. I don't know. If I don't do that, then I'm going over to my daughter's house. Oh, God, which is like 20 fucking miles away. Why she chose the house the other side of the island, I would never know. Especially though their car's playing up as well. Oh. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Oh, God. I could go back to bed actually for an hour or two, couldn't I? That sounds good as well. I could do that, you know. I'm not gonna, but I could. Early night tonight, I think, all round. As it's not raining, I'm going to show you how my driveway is getting on for the moment. Just actually, one of the workmen have just been here, like first thing on Sunday morning, to do the great hi pussycat. My pussycat is not amused by all the disruption. Okay, so hang on a sec. So from about halfway down my garden, I've got a gate, and then this is the driveway. That's the drain cover that they've had to redo, basically. There's my pussycat. Say hi, pussycat. Meow. Meow. And then at the end, I've got like another bit of driveway here. So, like, when anybody comes to visit, they can park there. And then this is the lane out to my house. So, when I turn round, that is going to be my driveway. My gate is like on its side at the moment, so just so like in and out, so I haven't bothered to sort of put it back up for the weekend. My cat is like, what the fuck is going on? Isn't it? Hey? What's the matter then? Yeah, I know. So yeah, they'll be parking there, they'll be parking there. So I'm actually thinking a lot of the time I'm probably going to just dump my car there in the summer, and then Daryl can scooter up and down there or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, we'll see. I know that if Alex needs to park, I will have to park on the lane bit because his car is longer than mine, and if I park on my driveway and he parks on like the end bit, I won't be able to get out because his car will be over blocking mine. So I may, come on then, stupid cat, I may just park on the end bit anyway. But yeah, and then they're going to put in like a little step because they're having to like raise my driveway right up. So they're going to put a step on the inside with some paving slabs that I had, so that, and then my gate will open inwards rather than outwards. You coming in? Come on then. Elsa, come on. She's just standing there looking at me like, come on. Right, I'm shutting the door. Okay, you're lost. She'll start yelling at me in a minute because I left her out there. So yeah, I'm really tired. Really tired. I should go to sleep, but I'm not. I'm watching Gotham. 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting there watching Gotham. So yeah. Daryl will be back in a couple of hours, so I'm going to have something to eat because I haven't had any breakfast yet. So I'm going to have a Caesar wrap, chicken Caesar wrap, and some crisps. Chocolate at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to have something to eat, and I might have a doze. I'm seriously considering putting my heating on because I'm cold. You know, I'm absolutely freezing, and I'm figuring it is October. It's not too early to put my heating on. Is it too early? Is your heating on? Is your house got radiators that are nice and warm? Or are you like, no, I will put more clothes on? Because my mum is the put more clothes on type. I'm the, I want to sit around in shorts and t-shirt in my warm house type. So, yeah. I mean, it's like even like Alex working nights. She's like, well, he's in bed to sleep. The heating doesn't need to be on, which I suppose is true. But I pity the poor guy who's got to get out and the house is freezing. So I'm seriously considering putting my heating on. Because I am cold. What do you think? Is your heating on? Let me know.